They called it the war to end all wars. They called it the London Fire and the Trail of Tears. But they were all wrong. It was called the Great Depression. And the hobos saw it coming. 1929, October, Black Thursday, the 24th day of October, 1929. The day the stock market crashed, instantly wiping out $30 billion in stock value. Soon after, the Bank of the United States would collapse, trapping all inside, many of them orphans. After a decade of high-flying prosperity, the United States economy would fall to earth and begin tunneling to an awful volcanic core of despair, food riots, annoying folk songs, and lava. By March, 250,000 apple sellers would crowd the streets of Manhattan, desperately refusing to sell any other kind of fruit. But apples and sellers alike were easy picking for the hobos. There had been hobos in the United States since there had been trains and liquor, which is to say, always. But by 1930, an estimated 2 million broken souls had taken to the wandering life, hopping boxcars, picking up work where they could find it, wearing the same pants every day, and of course, drinking. In many ways, they were a nation unto themselves. They had their own currency in the form of hobo nickels, which were ordinary buffalo nickels that the hobos would carve new figures and faces into. For example, they'd take a buffalo nickel and take a penknife to it and make it look like a hobo dressed as a buffalo. They were fond of lint knitting, going from house to house, collecting the pills off of sweaters that had been left outside to dry, and knitting those pills into new sweaters that they would then attempt to sell back to the original owner. They had a lot of deranged schemes like this. And of course, they had their own language, a system of scrawled hieroglyphics on boxcars and barnsides and the sides of homes with picket fences, little icons that one hobo would leave for another to alert him to opportunity, or in some cases to danger. So, for example, a cross on the side of a house would mean that religious talk would get you a free meal there. Or a stick figure of a woman with 3 triangles next to her meant to a hobo that a woman lives there alone with her children, or else a woman lives there who is very fond of triangles. 3 stars, of course, meant that the hobo should watch out. The sheriff in this town is very good with throwing stars. The bane of every hobo, the shuriken. And of course, you all know this symbol. Hang on, I need my prop. There's my